Hello everyone, my name is Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I have a Latitude 155520. I'm going to show you how to get inside, access your memory. So first thing, power down your computer, make sure that it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip your computer over to access the bottom case screws. This computer has 8 screws on the bottom case near the red arrows. They're captive screws, which means they don't actually come out of the bottom case, even though they're fully unscrewed. Once you unscrew them, you're going to take a small, flat pry tool. It's generally best to start near one of the back 2 corners near the hinges, and you're going to insert it in the seam of the bottom case in the computer and gently pry off that bottom case. Now, don't put the pry tool too far in. You could damage some internal components. Just keep it on the edge. Go nice and slow but firm, and you'll be able to get that bottom case off. After you do, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. Now, as a general computer repair side note, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, it's sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. If you would like any help with tools or supplies for your computer project, as well as any of the replacement and upgrade parts for this specific model computer, I will have a link above, also below in the description, and it will be a list of all the tools and supplies, as well as the replacement and upgrade parts for this computer. Now, before touching anything in a computer, it's always best to unplug your battery first. Computers are safer to work on when as little power as possible is running through them. Now, this is your battery right down here along the bottom of my screen. The battery is held down by the screws near the red arrows, and it plugs into the motherboard near the blue arrow. Now, that plug, you'll see on top of it, there's a black pull tab. That's how you would unplug it. You just pull that directly up and off of the motherboard to unplug that pull tab. Near the blue arrows, you see 2 SODIMM RAM slots. This computer takes DDR4 3200 megahertz RAM, and it has a maximum RAM capacity of 64 gigabytes. I will have all that information below in the description for your reference, but I will also have several replacement and upgrade options for you in that list I told you about, with all of the tools, supplies, and replacement parts for this model computer. I will have a couple different options for a single 8 gigabyte stick in case your stick goes bad, you need to replace it, but you're not looking to spend more money than you have to. I will also have a couple different options for a 16 gigabyte kit, which would include 2 8 gigabyte sticks, one for each port. The reason why I include a couple different options is because RAM tends to sell really fast. People like upgrading their RAM. So I have 2 options there. So if one is unavailable, hopefully the other one will still be available. As far as upgrades, I will have a couple different options for a 32 gigabyte kit, which would be 2 16 gigabyte sticks, one for each port. And then to max out your RAM, I will have a couple different options for a 64 gigabyte kit, which would be 2 32 gigabyte kits, one for each port. Last thing to mention in this video, if you are upgrading your RAM because you're trying to get a faster computer, better performance, keep in mind that your storage is also a large factor in those 2 things. This computer does have some good storage upgrade options. If you want to learn more about that, check out the video that pops up when this one's done, and I'll explain more about your storage. If you have any questions, guys, check out the FAQs in the description. It could save you some time getting an answer. If you do need to leave me a question or comment, please do. I try to check those a couple times a day at least. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.